Hey everybody, it's Blast338 coming at you with some new Phasmophobia and talking D&D with our forever DM, Mr. Faust. Tonight we are talking about one of our absolute favorite classes, the Cleric.
Yeah, super excited for this one tonight. It's got to be one of my favorite classes.
Yeah, just had to update the music because you know, when I hear Cleric, I think just absolute badass on the battlefield. You got a guy who's running in there. He's using his full action. He's using his bonus action. He's given advantage. He's debuffing. He's taking full advantage of that that whole action economy, and
Absolutely,
is
they are
able to tie the bad guy down and just get people back up on their feet. An absolute wonderful class, amazing utility, and as the format that we've been using, we're going to be each talking about two different subclasses after we kind of go through the meat and potatoes of everything and go from there. So Clerics. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this one forever, and I know you have been as well.
Oh, absolutely. All week, man, all week.
I mean, Barbarians was fun. If you haven't seen that video, go back, watch it. It is well worth it. But yeah, Clerics, I mean, they are just awesome. I mean, they get a lot of good skills based on your domains. You get different armor proficiencies, different weapon proficiencies, just different stuff like that. So let's start at the beginning where we normally do here. So Clerics, they're a D8 for hit points. So it puts them right up there with druids, bards, rogues, as far as hit points go. I mean, pretty much the only people who use like a D10 would be fighters, and a barbarian a D12. So they're no slouch as far as being able to take damage. And then, of course, with that class, you get two skills. What are the skills they get to choose from?
All right, let's look here. We got history, insight, medicine, persuasion, and religion.
Okay.
Not a bad list. Insight and medicine are two great skills to have.
I mean, I've always liked persuasion. It's always worked well.
Persuasion's a good one. And you guys do pretty well with it in my campaigns.
Now, was perception one of those skills?
Curiously, it's not.
Really?
Really? No, clerics favor insight over perception.
Well, that's curious because insight's intelligence, while perception is wisdom.
Oh, insight is intelligence.
And the spellcasting for a cleric is done with wisdom, correct?
Correct. I know, it's kind of unique.
Alright, well, you know. I mean, insight's still a very important thing. It's not a bad skill to have, especially when you might not have the best intelligence score. So having perception is going to...
We're incorrect. Both insight and medicine are wisdom.
Insight's wisdom?
Insight is wisdom.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking
Investigation?
Yep, I was thinking of investigation.
Yeah, that's intelligence based.
All right. So their saves are wisdom and I want to say constitution, but I may be wrong.
Charisma, actually.
Oh, charisma. Okay. Huh. Charisma. Now, I've played my very good share of clerics. Absolutely
Countless.
love a good cleric. So, all right, so we get to pick 2 skills. Religion's always nice. I mean, it also really just depends on what type of campaign you're running. As far as skills go, there's really no right or wrong answer. You know what I mean? Because what works for one campaign's not necessarily going to work for another.
And a lot of DMs out there are going to err on the side of the rule of cool. So if you come up with a unique way to use your skill, most DMs are going to allow it because you're thinking a little outside the box. I know I appreciate that.
Alrighty, so we talked about the skills, we talked about the hit points. Now, armor class with a cleric is a little bit of a tricky thing because that is going to change based on your subclasses. But they do start out with, I believe is it medium armor or is it light armor they're proficient with?
Light and medium. Yep.
Oh, light and medium. Okay. And I know, like, if you take, I believe it's War Cleric and possibly Forge domain, you get proficiency with heavy armor.
And martial weapons, yep.
Yep. Yeah, because clerics, they can do it all. They can melee, they can spellcast, they can heal, they can just, you know, I always said I like it when you can shut down the bad guy and just take him out of the realm of everything. And that's one thing the cleric excels at. Is,
absolutely, it does.
You know, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. I believe they get access to the dominate spells. I gotta double check that actually. I'm not 100% certain on that. They get some of my personal favorite spells that a cleric gets is Spiritual Weapon. It's a bonus action to cast. It has a range of, I think it's 60 feet from you, and it has a 5-foot reach. So you basically form a weapon that's made of force, and you can attack as a bonus action using that weapon, which is absolutely awesome. And it's not a slouch as far as damage goes, because it is, what, a D8?
It is a D8. Yep, so it's the same damage as a longsword.
Yeah, and you know, you're casting a spell, and it's not a concentration spell, which makes it even better, at least in my opinion. Because anytime you anytime you don't have to concentrate on a spell and you gain its effects is awesome, especially when it lingers around like that. Because you have that weapon for a full, I believe it's a minute, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that is just absolutely phenomenal. Anytime you're able to do something like that. The other spell that I really like for clerics, and this is kind of why I wanted to start a little early today, because I really wanted to go over the spells. I mean, there's as far as subclasses go, we could spend days talking about different subclasses, benefits, disadvantages, things of that nature, because there are so many. What really sets them apart, I believe, is some of the spells, like Spirit Guardians. You know,
Spirit Guardians working in tandem with Spiritual Weapon is such a great combo.
Anytime a creature enters the area, they have to make a Wisdom save. Otherwise, they're taking, I think it's 3d8 plus your wisdom, your wisdom modifier. You know, that's a lot of damage, and it never says that the creature has to willfully enter. So you turn it on, you step into the creature's area, and they got to roll a wisdom save. Their speed is halved, so it counts as... Now, it says their speed is halved. It does not count as difficult terrain. So a ring of movement, or, you know, a ranger's ability to negate negate difficult terrain is completely negated. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not difficult terrain. Your speed is just halved while you're in that circle. And it's 30 feet, too, which is an amazing amount of range. So, you know, you also get access to Healing Word. You get access at first level. You can take... hold on, I gotta look up the name. Give me a second here. Let me
Take your time.
Let me consult my book. Here we go. Clerics. Oh, Guiding Bolt.
What a great spell.
It's a ranged radiant damage spell. And you can't argue with that. I mean, it's just... You get good damage, you know, and again, especially if you're going up against undead, Radiant's a huge powerhouse as far as damage. Whenever you strike a creature with it, the next creature who rolls an attack roll gets advantage on that attack roll. The target becomes shiny. You know, it's... I love it that you're just hitting with this ball of light, and now they're glowing and just making themselves a massive target. And the fun thing about the spell is the way it's worded is the next creature that rolls and has an attack roll gets advantage on that roll. So if they need to make, if somebody else casts a spell where they need to make a saving throw, it doesn't count as the attack.
Right, I see. Wow, this is a really potent spell. 4d6 damage at first level.
Yeah, it's not a slouch.
Not at all.
So it does a decent amount of damage. It's radiant damage. You're giving anybody who wants to attack it advantage on their next roll. So if you have a rogue in the group, that's an instant sneak attack.
Right.
And you're doing that at first level. So as far as the spells you could choose at first level, I highly recommend Guiding Bolt. That's like a must-take as far as a first level spell. But yeah, I mean, they just... So many good spells. Detect Magic, Command, Bane. Let's see here. Oh, Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
Just looking at that one.
Sanctuary is awesome. You cast it on a creature, and it's a range. So it's not a touch. It has a range of, I want to say 30 feet. But I could be wrong.
Sanctuary?
I'm looking. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, E. Why does S have to be in the back of the book, right? Let's see here. A little bit too far. Sanctuary, 30 feet. It's a bonus action to cast.
Wow.
So anytime, anytime the big bad wants to make an attack, he's got to roll, or she's got to roll, with, whatchamacallit. Well, she's got to roll, he or she's got to roll, they got to roll. Oh, I'm so tired of this PC stuff. They got to roll a wisdom save in order to attack.
Yeah, it's a pretty potent ability, too. Doing all right there?
Yeah, I'm just getting hunted.
Yeah, I figured. When you go quiet, it's usually your game.
But yeah, they got to roll a wisdom save, otherwise they can't attack, or they have to choose another target. And if there's nobody else within the area, well, then they just forfeit their attack. Yeah, awesome spell. And again, it's first level. You know, that is just great.
We can't sleep on some of these first level spells. I mean, if you really read the description, there are some powerhouses in there.
Well, exactly. Purify food and drink. Your party can't get poisoned anymore.
Nope.
Sanctuary, Shield of Faith. You're adding, was it +2 AC?
Plus 2 to your AC.
Yeah. I mean, that's a touch spell, so you have to kind of pat somebody on the back for that.
Even still.
Yeah. I mean, but there's ways to disguise stuff like that, too. You know, you can, before the barbarian goes into battle or the fighter, you pat him on the back. Go get him, champ.
Exactly.
Just,
it's just good
like
preparation.
That. Exactly. Because depending upon what you're playing, you may not be on the front lines. You
right.
may be more valuable standing back and buffing the party, debuffing the bad guy, and doing it that way. I think that's a perfect segue into our different subclasses. Unless there's other spells you wanted to talk about.
I'm just always interested. Excuse me. I'm always interested in the unique spells that clerics get. Heal and harm, for instance. Heal is no slouch as a healing spell, but harm does 14d6 necrotic damage.
I mean, heals an instant 70 hit points.
Yes, which is awesome. You can't sleep on that.
No, and it's when you start getting into those higher levels. Now, heal and harm, they are relatively high level.
Yeah, they're 6th level spells.
Yeah. So when you getting into 6th level spells, that is... Hold on a second here. Don't tell me. So much flipping through the book.
Oh, good.
Let's see here. 6th level spells. You get your first 6th level spell at level 11. So...
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's not terrible. What is it? Your average campaign goes to like level 12 or something, right?
That's about right.
So at level 12, you're still going to have 2 6th level slots. It's not until... Wow. It's actually not until 19th level you get a second 6th level spell slot. Now at 13th level, you do get a 7th level, and that's always nice. But
yes.
Well, I mean, if you look at 6th level spells, okay, you got Blade Barrier, Create Undead, Forbiddens, Harm Heal, Planner Ally, True Seeing, Word of Recall. Those are spells that kind of warp reality.
That's exactly what they do.
I mean, Create Undead, you're that's when you're getting sorry, it's been a long day.
No, I understand.
And I took a shower, laid down, did fall asleep for a little bit, and I kind of woke up in a panic going, oh my god, it's almost time for the live stream.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, never mind, we have an hour and a half. So let's see here. I'm just looking up the spell again. Create Undead. Here we go. So you're choosing 3 corpses of medium or small. Oh, ghouls. That's right. you're actually creating ghouls, which have their own abilities.
Correct. They're paralysis claw.
Yes. Yes, every time they hit you with an attack with their claws, you're rolling a constitution save. You fail that save, you're now paralyzed. So attack rolls against you have advantage. You automatically fail dexterity saves. Now you can repeat that save at the end of each of your turn, but you got 3 of these little things beaten on you. So that's 3 saves every round as long as they hit. Now their bonuses aren't the greatest, but they are using your spell attack bonus as their attack bonus. So that's huge. You know, clerics get a lot of really good abilities. You know, they're very formidable spellcasters. They get some great domains. They have one of their absolute wonderful things they can do is their channel divinity. And what their channel divinity does is based upon their subclass. You have some that can make you vulnerable to all damage. You have some that can, like the war cleric, we already went over that, can give you or one of your companions a +10 to their attack roll. What? You have Turn Undead, which you can use to against an undead creature, and if they fail a wisdom save, they're now frightened of you. And I have to say I've used that. That was supposed to be a very good fight with a what do they call that? A Dragolich, was it?
A Dracolich.
Yep, a Dracolich. And it turned into him running with his tail between his legs because of a very unlucky roll.
Pressing moment for me.
But it's little things like that that kind of make this game... Those are the moments that are memorable. You know, we still talk about them, and it's probably been close to a year since that happened.
I think you're right.
You know, because that was before we played, what was that? Spelljammer. You know what I mean?
It was in the last Curse of Strahd campaign.
It was?
It was.
Wow, that was a while ago. Huh. So yeah, that was pretty darn near close a year ago, if not a little bit longer. But the fact that we can remember exactly what happened, that type of stuff, just, it says something. It's memories like that last.
Oh, I agree 100%.
But yeah, your Turn Undead is great. You can cause an undead creature to be frightened of you. And the Turn Undead actually evolves as you level up. So you have Destroy Undead, which if you run into a undead creature of a certain challenge rating or CR, and you use your Turn Undead and they fail their wisdom save, they're not frightened of you. They're turned instantly into a pile of ash. They're just dead. like dead. Not undead, just dead. And depending upon what you're running into there, that's awesome. Now the thing about the turn undead is it almost acts like a like an AoE effect. It's any undead creature that can hear you. If I remember correctly, I'll have to double check the book here real quick.
You can see or hear you.
Yeah, I did that to Kevin. We were playing in a crypt, and there was mummies, skeletons, and I forget what else. And I used my, turn undead. And because we were in a crypt, my voice echoed throughout the crypt. And hey, Siberian Tiger, man, good to see ya. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, because my voice echoed throughout, like he had to make something ridiculous, like 10 saves, and ended up failing almost all of them.
It's pretty funny.
Well, he didn't find it. Well, the rest of the guys found it absolutely hilarious. He wasn't too. He didn't think it was all that funny, but. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, this stuff happens. We're not playing outside the rules.
No, it is fun when it happens because it totally changes the dynamic of an encounter.
But no, the unexpected stuff is always fun. And there's even times where we try to, we use something and it doesn't have the intended effect that we were thinking.
When Mr. B resurrected his sister in our last campaign.
Yes. Yeah. The the fact that he kind of turned on the party to keep her was massive.
That was a pretty big twist. And I only found out about that twist the night of.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, the funny thing is, if he just would have said something, I could have been like, oh yeah, I could totally bring her back. Like, no problem. Like, you don't need to, like, turn on the party. Like,
but that's
yeah,
what makes things interesting.
Let's just kill Strahd real quick, and I'll help you do that. But because he decided to go after the party, obviously, homie don't play that. And that was a difficult combat because of him and his sister NPC coming after the party.
Oh, it definitely upped the challenge rating because Strahd was already dangerous enough to you guys.
Yeah, and then you have somebody like him who is just a hard hitter. And he was a warlock, which is a hard hitter. And yeah, it was fun. I have to admit, and you probably felt it. Got a little bit and I hate that it happened, that I got annoyed.
Did you? I could tell something was up. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I got a little annoyed. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't hold it. You know, it's not like I try. I don't know. I just kind of feel bad with that by saying that, because I know he wasn't doing it to make people angry. You know, I can understand where he was coming from when he said, like, hey, my character would do this. Knowing who he was playing, how he was playing that character, I can agree with him. I understand. I see what he's talking about. But anyways, that's not here. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Clerics. Let's see here. Yeah, turn undead. They got, what is it, to a CR2 creature. Undead creature just turns to ash. Just gone. You fail the save, you're dead. That's just all there is to it. So it no, just love Clerics. Alright, so we talked about their channel divinity. Or we will be talking more about that with each subclass. We talked about the turn undead. What are other some things that they get here? Destroy undead. Oh, divine intervention. Go ahead and talk about divine intervention.
Divine intervention's really cool because if it succeeds, when it succeeds, it's basically a wish spell. So beginning at 10th level, you can call on your deity to intervene on your behalf when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you to use your action. Describe the assistance you seek, and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effects of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate. So starting at 10th level, you can use this ability, meaning if this succeeds while you're a 10th level character, your deity could intercede and cast a 9th level cleric spell on your behalf.
And we've used that. You know, I've brought back, you know, Little Pooper from the dead by successfully, by having a successful channel divinity. They now it's that's a great ability. Now the thing is, you have to roll below your level with a percentile die. So if you're, you know, if you're a level 10, you have to roll a 10 or below to get your god to to intervene, basically. So that can be a little troublesome, and it's a full action to do. But then again, you know, your god is intervening, so it should be a difficult. You know, this shouldn't be something that's easy, if that makes sense.
Until you reach 20th level.
Right. That's their key. That's their capstone ability. So go ahead. Yeah, if you want to finish this off there with the capstone.
Also, intervention succeeds automatically, no roll required. So once per day, your deity can intercede on your behalf. It's essentially like having an extra 9th level spell slot.
That is absolutely huge. Yeah, now if you use it, you can't use it again for a full week. So it's not like you
I see
can,
that.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's not like you can just spam this. Hey God, can you help me with this guy here? You know, here, can you cut up my meat? You know, it's not like that. It's once a week you can basically ask a favor from your god, which still is not a bad thing when you can pretty much use that to cast any cleric spell, whether you have it prepared or not. Now, one nice thing that I do love about clerics is you're not stuck with the same spells all the time. You know what I mean? It's you can change your spells out every day. Just requires a little bit of prayer at the beginning of the day. I forget exactly. Is it 1 minute or 1 hour per spell level?
I think it's a minute per spell level.
Do you have your PHB there? I would look it up right now, but I'm in the midst of getting hunted.
1 minute per spell level.
Okay. So that's not terrible. 9th level spell is going to take you 9 minutes.
Right.
You know, and if you're swapping out... You know, if you're swapping out multiple spells, even still, not a terrible thing. Now, the only thing you're not really able to swap out easily, if I remember correctly, is the cantrips. Like, the cantrip rule's a little oddballish, but
Get into that today.
yeah. Alrighty. But yeah, they, you know, now one thing they don't get is they don't get the wish spell, which is unfortunate. It'd be really nice if they did.
Would be nice if they did.
But it's not the end of the world. I mean, the wish spell is a great spell, but I can see why that's pretty much reserved for wizards.
Yeah, I can see it. And realistically, Divine Intervention could almost act as if it were the wish spell.
Well, true. I mean, the only time you have to wait the period, technically speaking, is when you succeed. So in reality, there's nothing really saying you can't take, you know, a short rest or something and spam divine intervention, especially if you're using it outside of combat. Like, you want to resurrect you know, one of your party members. You know, there's nothing saying that you can't you know, sit there after combat and be like, hey, can I get, you know, so-and-so back? You know, I want to resurrect Medrash. Can you help me out here? Oh, you're not listening to me? Hey, come on, I want to resurrect Medrash. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. I guess that's... rules as written, you know, kind of thing. Maybe wouldn't be totally against modifying it a little bit. Like, you're only allowed to try it once a day or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
No, it's a great thing. Alrighty.
Jump into the
Yeah, go ahead and do your first subclass here, and then I'll take care of. I'll do mine, and
all right. So the first one I chose is the Tempest domain.
okay.
Gods whose portfolios include the Tempest domain, including Talos, Umberlee, Kord, Zeboyne, the Devourer, Zeus, and Thor, govern storms, sea, and sky. They include gods of lightning and thunder, gods of earthquakes, some fire gods, and certain gods of violence, physical strength, and courage. In some pantheons, a god of this domain rules over other deities and is known for swift justice delivered by thunderbolts. In the pantheons of seafaring people, gods of this domain are ocean deities and the patrons of sailors. Tempest gods send their clerics to inspire fear in the common folk, either to keep those folk on the path of righteousness or to encourage them to offer sacrifices of propagation to ward off divine wrath. So, there's all the nice flavor text on the Tempest domain. Obviously, they think themselves superior to absolutely everyone. And once I read through this list, you'll kind of start to see why. So, clerics get spells relative to their subclass. So when you choose one of these subclasses, be it Tempest, War, Light, Life, you gain additional spells that are counted as cleric spells for you. So at first level, we have Fog Cloud and Thunder Wave. Third level, we have Gust of Wind and Shatter. And Shatter is an awesome spell.
I will 100% agree. with Shatter being an awesome spell.
Not that you would. At 5th level, they receive Call Lightning and Sleet Storm. At 7th level,
Wait,
Control
did you say
Water.
Call Lightning?
I said Call Lightning.
Wow, I thought only druids get it. I thought that was just a druid spell.
Tempest domains get it.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay.
At 7th level, they get Control Water and Ice Storm. And at 9th level, they receive Destructive Wave and Insect Plague.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Okay.
I was pretty impressed by it. Call Lightning may be the most important one on that list, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a tremendous amount of damage over time. Now, you got to be outside to use it. But it's definitely worked to the group's advantage when Arrow was using it with her druid. And that's a bonus action to call down a bolt of lightning, correct? That's just yeah, that's awesome. So those are some great domain spells.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare a
What's
course
their
for the investigation.
what's their channel divinity and stuff like?
Well, to get started, they gain proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor.
Okay, so they're meant to be a frontline fighter then.
Frontline, little tankier.
Okay.
So, Wrath of the Storm. Also at 1st level, you can thunderously rebuke attackers. When a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage on a failed saving throw. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so you're in close combat, somebody nails you with an attack, boom, roll a dex save, and they're on, they get hit with you said it's thunder damage? Now, are they knocked prone or anything, or is it just they just get hit with some damage?
Damage. Yeah, just damage.
Well, it's still, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. It's you hit
Well,
me, I
especially
hit you.
as a 1st level character, being able to do this.
That's right. I keep forgetting that clerics are very front stacked.
It's a 1st level character using their reaction to do an extra 2d8 lightning damage.
2d8 lightning
Or thunder. You get to choose.
or thunder.
Hmm?
All right, that's definitely nothing to sneeze at.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. I can
So
definitely
this is their
see-
channel.
I can
Go
definitely
ahead.
see. No, I was about to say I can definitely see why you'd want them on the front line.
Absolutely.
And you're doing that to your wisdom modifier?
Yes.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Because, I mean, you start out, even as a first level character, even if you're using point buy, you're still going to have, 18 in your wisdom. At least you should max out your wisdom. So you're getting 4 of those per long rest, or is it short rest? Did we lose you, Mr. Faust? Sorry, we couldn't hear you.
Thing. Testing.
Oh, there we go. Now you're back.
All right, good. Should I continue to the level 2 channel divinity?
Yes, please. Now I'm very vested.
Starting at 2nd level, you can use your channel divinity to wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your channel divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling.
Okay. That's level 2.
That's at level 2, yes.
Wow. Now, level 2, you're only getting 1 channel divinity per long rest, correct? Or is it
Yes.
short rest?
I believe it's a long rest.
Okay.
But I can look right now. Rest.
I'm sorry?
It's a short rest.
Oh, wow. So it is a short rest. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty powerful then.
Oh, let's go on to 6th level. It's called Thunderbolt Strike. When you deal lightning damage to a larger, smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of battlefield manipulation.
Well, I like the idea. You hit a target, you push it away. You're gonna... I guess the idea, too, is you can use it to push them into the attack range of your fighter, your barbarian, your rogue. Somebody who is probably going to do a lot more damage with a single attack than a cleric.
So we have 8th level. It's called Divine Strike.
Okay.
You gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target. When you reach 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8.
Okay. That's a good amount of damage.
Not bad. It scales pretty well.
Definitely scales.
So at 17th level, we have an ability called Stormborn.
Okay.
You have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed whenever you're not underground or indoors.
So you can fly at your walking speed as long as you're not inside. Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Are you like limited to height, range? I mean, your walking speed, obviously, but
Limitations.
so you can fly just like the fly spell as long as you're outside. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Cool ability.
Is that part of the channel divinity then?
No, that's permanent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
I thought so. I like the flavor of the class. I like someone with the spell sniper feat being 120 feet up in the air and casting Call Lightning, so the lightning streaks through them.
Definitely. I can definitely get behind that.
Yeah, just visually, it looks awesome to me, and I think that's what I like so much about this domain. It's got a lot of flavor.
And what level do you get that ability?
You get that at 17th.
Alright, so that's, well, it's a pretty powerful thing. I can completely understand why they waited so long to give it to the character.
Do the next one?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I asked if you wanted to, but I can do it.
Oh, yeah, no, just, yeah, totally. Let me, just finish up here real quick. So Tempest Clerics, that's pretty cool. Like, they, definitely have some power with them. They're a melee class with some really great spells. Now I can... The only thing... Maintaining that concentration on... Maintaining concentration on Call Lightning while you're in combat, I could see getting a little tricky. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have a pretty good constitution. Pretty good constitution score. But other than that, I mean, that's a great class. I like that.
I was hoping you'd find it interesting.
See, that's why I like this. Like, we're discovering a lot of subclasses like we haven't looked at or considered before.
I pick very different things, and I learn a lot about new classes through you and vice versa. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so the first one that I picked is one that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is the Grave Domain Cleric.
Welcome back. There's
So-
some jobs ready for you.
The Grave Domain Cleric, I'm getting my book of my Xanthar's Guide to Everything, and both of my subclasses are out of this book. It is an awesome addition to D&D. There's a lot of really good bards. There's 3 different cleric domains in here. Or no, I'm sorry, there's 2. You have the Forge domain, which is my other subclass, and the Grave domain. And Grave domain, let me just read the flavor text here. Gods of the grave watch over the line between life and death. To these deities, death and the afterlife are foundational part of the multiverse. I'm reading in the dark here. Let me get some light. There we go. Now I can actually read and see. Alrighty. These deities, death and the afterlife are foundational part of the multiverse. To desecrate the peace of the dead is an abomination. Deities of the grave include Kelvmore, Weezjaz, and the ancestral spirits of the Undying Court. Hades, Anubis, Osiris. Followers of these deities seek to put wandering spirits to rest, destroy the undead, and ease the suffering of the dying. Their magic also allows them to stave off death for a time, particularly for a person who still has some great work to accomplish in the world. This deity of death, not a denial of it, for death will eventually get its due. So, yeah, they are the anti-lich. One of the things they get, Circle of Mortality at first level, is you can manipulate the line between life and death. When you normally would roll 1 or more dice to restore the hit points with a spell to a creature that's at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number possible for each die. So if you're rolling a healing word, healing touch, anything to do with healing that you need to generally roll for, you're automatically doing maximum heals while that creature is at 0 hit points. The other really cool thing is you get Spare the Dying cantrip, which is normally a touch spell. They get it at a range of 30 feet and can use it as a bonus action. That is normally a full action to cast. So that's really good. Somebody falls and they're making death saving throws. And I love the way that you're doing death saving throws right now, where the Dungeon Master or Mr. Faust is the one who's rolling our death saves behind the screen. We don't know if we succeeded. We don't know if we failed. And the reason we kind of started doing that is it adds suspense to when somebody falls. And nobody likes to metagame, and you can't help it sometimes. You know, somebody falls in combat and they're rolling death saving throws. Oh, hey, I just rolled a 12. Okay, I'm fine. That's a pass. Well, on the surface that looks innocent. However, now, as a healer, I know, okay, well, I don't need to pick him up this round because obviously he passed his saving throw. I have 3 other rounds to pick him up yet. Or, the other hand, oh, I just rolled a 1, which is an automatic 2, an automatic 2 failures. So, oh, yes, I better pick him up just in case he rolls poorly again, or, something were to hit him, because now you're dead. So by taking those death saving throws out of the player's hands and putting them into the DM's hands, it adds that level of unknown, because you don't know if that character who's down is going to last those 3 rounds, those 3 death saving throws. Now, there's been plenty of times where, hey, that person gets back up, you just rolled a 20, now you're back up with 1 hit point. So by using Spare the Dying as a bonus action from 30 feet away, they're not back up on their feet, but they're no longer making death saving throws. They're kind of stabilized. And that is an awesome thing to do as a bonus action. So at first level, you also get Eyes of the Grave. This is, as written in the book, it's okay. So at first level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead, whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic. This sense does not tell you anything about a creature's capabilities or identity. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, minimum of once. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So you walk into your classic, ballroom scene, or your shady bar, or you walk into a lich's sanctuary, and all of a sudden he's, there's 5 of them standing there. Or you have your the ballroom, and there's all these people dancing and carrying on. You can use this to see if any of those people are undead. Now, you're not going to be able to tell if they're illusions, but am I walking into a den of vampires? Is there one undead here? Is there multiples? That type of stuff. So it's not a bad thing. It's if they're not behind total cover, if they're hiding behind the curtains, well, you're not going to be able to sense them. If they're hiding under the floor, you're not going to be able to sense them. But if they're out in the open, or sitting at a bar table, sitting at the bar, you're going to be able to tell there's some undead there. This is one thing I love about this subclass, is Channel Divinity Path to the Grave. And starting at 2nd level, you channel your divine... you can use your Channel Divinity to mark a creature's life force for termination. As an action, you choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you, cursing it until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of the attack damage, and the curse ends. This is much more powerful than what most people think. Mostly, you're facing something that has an invulnerability to a damage type. Like, let's say you have that pyrocaster. You know, they have the feat where you ignore resistances, but you would just ignore the resistance, not the invulnerability. But they've focused their entire character build around fire damage. You know, we use this on a red dragon and cast Fireball and damaged a red dragon with fire. Not only damaged them, but it's technically a critical hit because you're doubling any damage that you would have done with that spell. You know, you're... and the really cool thing about this is not only are you automatically... the way it's written, you're doubling any damage. The creature has vulnerability to all the attack damage, and then the curse ends. So this isn't, oh, well, you're doubling your weapon damage. You're doubling, you know, this damage or that damage. It's all the damage from the attack. So if the person not only hits the creature, but then criticals on top of that, you're now doing quad damage. You hit a creature for 10 hit points regularly. Now they're taking 20. However, if I critical, they're taking 40 points of damage. And I'm just putting, you know, using low numbers to kind of drive home the point there. You take a decently powered paladin. You know, paladins are the hardest hitting class in 5e. Smites, they usually use a double-handed weapon, so they're doing, you know, d12 damage. You know, you're smiting, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, you're possibly using like holy weapons and just overall annihilating things. And you're going to double all of the damage that they do, even when they critical. You can easily do well over 100, possibly 200 points if you were to critical.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is just an absolutely amazing ability. So, potent spell casting, you get this at 8th level. You add your wisdom modifier to the damage you deal with any cleric cantrip. Now, we didn't talk about cantrips too much. There's, again, a lot to pick from. One of my favorite, as far as a cleric goes, is Toll the Dead. Toll the Dead in of itself is a very powerful spell. You're dealing anywhere from 1 to 4, either D8 or D12 damage, depending upon whether or not the target has taken damage before. So if they haven't taken damage, it's a D8. If they have taken damage, it's a D12. They roll a wisdom save, and they take its necrotic damage. So you get a target that's taken damage. Now this is at 8th level. So by that point, you're dealing 2d8 or 2d12. And you're also going to be adding your wisdom modifier. So hopefully you've maxed out your wisdom, so you're doing 5 additional points. So that's what, 29. You have the capability of doing 29 points of necrotic damage with a cantrip.
Wow.
And then as you reach...
Hey, Blast.
Yeah.
I think we skipped over the 6th level ability.
Oh, we did. How did I do that?
Because this is the one I hate the most.
You do. And it's sadly one of the ones that I love the most. Sentinel at Death's Door. At 6th level, you gain the ability to impede Death's progress. As a reaction, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you can turn that hit into a normal hit. Any effects triggered by a critical hit are cancelled. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So, yeah. Anybody within 30 feet of you can no longer be criticaled. At least once per round. Because it does require a reaction. So even if the enemy's using a Vorpal sword, your head doesn't come off. It basically equivalent to rolling a 19 instead of a 20. The attack still hits, you're still doing damage, you're just not doubling the damage die. You're not having the magical effects that would normally happen with a critical if you're using a weapon of that sort. You're just turning that critical hit into a standard hit. And especially if they're putting you up against something with a Vorpal weapon, that is huge.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Now, one thing I love about this, and unfortunately we've never played a level or a high enough campaign with me playing a cleric, is their 17th level ability. Keeper of Souls. Starting at 17th level, you can seize a trace of vitality from parting souls and use it to heal the living. When an enemy you can see dies within 60 feet of you, you or one creature of your choice within 60 feet of you regains hit points equal to the enemy's number of hit die. You can use this feature only if you aren't incapacitated. Once you use it, you can't do so again until the start of your next turn. Now, the cool thing I like about this is it's not a creature that you killed. A lot of the times, like with barbarians and some other classes that get this type of ability, they can only regain those hit points from a creature that they killed. As a cleric, you're not going to be the one out there dealing massive amounts of damage. Yeah, you're going to be chipping away just like everybody else. But your job is mostly buffs, debuffs, and if you can chip in some damage here and there, go for it. But your big hitters are going to be your paladins, your barbarians, and your fighters. So the odds of you actually downing a bad guy are kind of low. And again, this also depends on what type of campaign you're playing. You know, if you're fighting a lot of undead, forget about it. You're going to be the most powerful character in the whole thing. Because of that term undead, because of that destroy undead, things of that nature. You know, you're going to be able to take care of these creatures with nothing more than a wisdom save. But to be able to take some of the life force from a creature that your fighter just killed, that your barbarian just killed, and heal that party member or heal yourself is extremely strong. And what is it, 60 hit points I said?
Yes.
That's a lot of health. I mean, that's almost a heal spell. You know, and the heal spell does 70 points. So that's really an ability not to sneeze at. Now again, it's a 17th level ability. but it is a really nice capstone to a very strong class. And then again, you're also being, you know, at that level 18 and 20, well, 20th level, you're getting automatic divine intervention.
Yes.
You know, that is one of my personal favorite capstone abilities. You know, you're still going to get those 9th level spells. You're still going to oh boy. Yeah, you're going to be upcasting some of your lower spells to make them more powerful, like your Spirit Guardians. There's also, what is that, Healing Totem or something like that. You basically put down a totem, and anybody who enters the area heals X amount of points. That is massively powerful.
Yes.
So that it's clerics are definitely, don't want to sleep on a cleric. They'll sneak up and pop you in the butt.
Pretty much, and I didn't realize all the abilities a Grave Domain Cleric got, because when you played one of my last campaigns, the only thing I could really fixate on was that level 6 ability where my critical was completely negated. It was like an odd, weird version of Silvery Barbs. But that's all I retained from that class. I didn't realize you got so much else.
Yeah, I mean, I use the Eyes of the Grave every now and then too. Just we meet an odd NPC, or
you did, yes.
You know,
you did use it.
Is this guy undead? You know, again, it doesn't tell you what kind of undead they are. I mean, but you can assume while you're having a conversation with them, they have to be intelligent. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Vampire, Lich in Disguise, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like yeah, you're still gonna be able to surprise the party. It's nothing's stopping you from doing that. And really, if you think about it, you can kind of take that information and use it against the party. You know, maybe this is a character the party really needs to trust. It just so happens they're undead. You know, it's not their fault.
Not at all.
You know, you get somebody who was killed by the big bad, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to help these guys out because they could really use it. And they might have information that the party really needs. And, you know, there you go. But because they're a Grave Domain Cleric, I'm not going to trust that person. You know, they're an abomination. You know, why would I ever want to trust these people? But yeah, I can definitely see how their mistrust of undead would impede. Will you stop playing with the lights, you stupid ghost? I'm gonna have a seizure if you keep this crap up.
Wow.
These lights are going absolutely insane.
Oh, did you ever do anything with the D&D dice?
What D&D dice?
The lights?
Oh yeah, I have them all over my desk. I thought I sent you a picture.
No.
Yeah.
Did you?
I mean, if I didn't, I'll send you a picture. I have one. I have them
Oh,
just
cool.
kind of.
Yeah.
I have them on right now, actually.
Nice.
Every time I record or stream, I have them on.
Very cool. Should we continue on to my next domain?
Yeah, go for it. Let me see. What time is it? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, yeah, let's do this real quick, and then
Wow, hour and a half already. That was quick.
yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to start at 6:30, because I knew this was gonna be a long one.
So, there's a lot of flavor text here that I could read, but a lot of it just has to do with gods that are from different pantheons across the different realms of D&D. So, I'll read what I found to be the most important part of all this.
Okay.
Clerics of a god of light are enlightened souls infused with radiance and the power of their god's discerning vision, charged with chasing away lies and burning away darkness.
Okay.
I knew nothing about this class, or this subclass, before someone in our D&D group decided to be one, and for clerics, at least in my opinion, this is one of the most caster-heavy domains.
Some of the abilities that they get really surprised me. It got us out of a lot of really tight situations.
It did, and you'd think they're situational, but depending on who's playing the character, you can get really creative with them.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So real quick, I'll just go down the spells. Because you're going to think after reading this that they're a wizard. So first level, Burning Hands and Fairy Fire.
Wait, what?
Burning Hands and Fairy Fire.
Okay. Not generally spells I associate with a cleric.
No, not at all. Third level, Flaming Sphere and Scorching Ray.
Okay. I mean, I always like Scorching Ray. Great spell.
Scorching Ray is a great spell. At 5th level, we have Daylight and Fireball.
Fireball. Okay.
At
All right.
7th level, we have Guardian of Faith and Wall of Fire.
Wall of Fire.
It's a great control spell.
Very much so. Yeah, definitely have used Wall of Fire myself.
And at 9th level here, we have Flame Strike and Scrying.
Okay. Up here. So
You
they're very, yep, I'm just yelling at the ghost. So they're very fire heavy.
Very fire heavy. So, bonus cantrip, when you choose this domain at 1st level, you gain the light cantrip for free. So, it's not much, but it's what they get. So, we'll go on to the next 1st level ability. It's called Warding Flare. This is really cool. At 1st level, you can interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before the attacker before it hits or misses. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
All right.
So basically what this is a variation of silvery barbs.
Okay.
It just works with attack rolls,
Mm-hmm.
but it still imposes the same type of disadvantage.
Okay. Now, are you giving another creature advantage then as well, or?
No, you're just imposing disadvantage on an attack that's about to hit. Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn. Starting at second level, excuse me for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Starting at second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to harness sunlight, banishing darkness and dealing radiant damage to your foes.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed saving throw, and half as much on a successful one.
Okay. All right, not a bad thing.
No, 2d10 plus your cleric level radiant damage on every creature within 30 feet is amazing at second level.
That's pretty good. Now, does that scale? Oh, it's your cleric level.
It's your cleric level, so in a way it scales. It doesn't become overpowered in any way, but yes, it scales.
You know, you get something that's low and you need almost a guaranteed hit. You need a guaranteed at least some damage. You know, being able to do at least half damage on a save is a good thing.
That's true. So that's their Channel Divinity. Improved Flare. Starting at 6th level, you can also use your Warding Flare feature when a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you attacks a creature other than you. So now, with the Warding Flare ability, you can impose disadvantage when an ally of yours is attacked as well, within 30 feet.
Okay. So you're imposing disadvantage when somebody tries to attack.
Correct.
Well, that's not a bad thing at all.
No, especially considering you can do it a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, so by the time you get improved flare, I'm going to assume your wisdom modifier is at least a 4. So yeah, 4 times a day.
Wow. All right, we got a couple people in chat here. Hi, Typort. Nice to see you, man. Your Monday night D&D game got pushed to today. Well, that's fine, dude. Playing's always better than listening to it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Yeah, I know. I didn't get a picture. That was kind of the unfortunate thing. All right. So what level do you get that ability?
You get that at level 6.
Oh, okay. All right.
So not too bad.
No, not at all.
At 8th level, you get an ability called Potent Spellcasting.
Nice.
Starting at 8th level, you add your Wisdom modifier to the damage you deal with any Cleric cantrip.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Okay, just like the Grave Domain.
Yes.
Very nice. And again, with some of the Cleric cantrips, I mean, they don't get a lot of damaging cantrips. They really
don't.
It's only 3 that I can really remember off the top of my head.
Well, they only get 6 or 7 cantrips total in their whole spell list.
There's one thing I didn't like about Xanthars is the spells for clerics. I think clerics got robbed. You look at like what was it? Wizards got a ton of spells. Druids got a ton of spells. Warlocks got a ton of spells. Sorcerers, rangers, well, no, not rangers. Rangers kind of got robbed. So did paladins. But clerics didn't really. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells out of Xanthars.
Wow.
Now, both of those are damaging spells. It was Toll the Dead and Word of Radiance for cantrips. And then you have another one, Sacred Flame or something like that. So it's really, they only have 3 damaging cantrips.
Okay. Oh.
So, all right, so that's 6th level, correct?
That is 6th level.
All right.
Or no, the Potent Spellcasting was 8th level.
Oh, 8th level. Okay, my apologies.
And then we jump all the way to 17th level.
This is going to be interesting. I'm anxious to hear this.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
Starting at 17th level, it's called Corona of Light.
We've had no reports
You
of
can
fire
use your
escape
action
in
to
our
activate an aura of sunlight that lasts for 1 minute or until you dismiss it. So it's not concentration.
Okay.
You emit bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light 30 feet beyond that. Your enemies in the bright light have disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that deals fire or radiant damage.
Huh. Well, that's pretty stinking good.
It is pretty good because you imagine a sorcerer or wizard, they're going to have fire spells.
Mm-hmm.
The cleric itself is going to have fire or radiant spells.
Oh, wait a second. You said they get advantage on anybody who's with those types of spells when the creature's in. I apologize. What was?
So when a creature, no, it's okay. When a creature is within 60 feet, the bright light,
Mm-hmm.
they have disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that deals fire or radiant damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you hook a fireball in there, a delayed blast fireball
Mm-hmm.
with an evocation wizard who can protect the party and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
That definitely a very welcome party member.
Yes, I really, really like this. If you want to take on a more caster aspect of the cleric class,
Mm-hmm.
it's not even a glass cannon. It's just a cannon.
Yeah, I mean, that is just disadvantage. That is such a good thing. It really is for the group. You know, just shutting down the enemy. And I've said it a million times, so I don't need to say it again. Yo, Joel, what's going on, man? Good to see ya.
What's up, Joel?
Welcome to the stream.
Well, Blast, I know you're gonna go on for a little while longer, but I gotta finish up my dinner so I can call my kids.
Oh, alrighty, man.
But, dude, this has been amazing. Yet again, I love learning about the classes. I love learning about the subclasses. This is really opening my eyes a little bit to things I didn't see before.
It is, yeah. I'm really loving this just because, again, you know, like, I've never looked at Tempest. I've never looked at Light. I've never, you know, looked at those classes for playing a cleric. And not, I don't know, maybe, how do I want to say this? Because you get so little time to really go through the classes, a lot of these minutiae are kind of lost.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Yeah, no.
So, all right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to next week.
What do we got next week? Let me look. It might be what I think it is. Oh, blast it is. It's the druid.
I love me a good druid. I really do.
Oh, yeah, you do. All right, well, on that awesome note, I will see you all next week. Blast, it has been a blast, as always.
Yes, dude. I am very much looking forward to next week. Druids are my favorite, other than cleric. And, all right, man. Well, hey, you have a great one. Good talking to you. And I'm just going to continue playing here a little bit.
Sounds good, man. Have a good night.
Alright, that was Mr. Faust. And we were talking about druids. Great class in D&D 5e. Very versatile. You can do quite a bit with them guys. And we got ourselves a very active ghost here. Where did that go? Do we have ourselves a poltergeist, maybe? We don't have any evidence just yet, but then again... I think that's all of our photos. We missed one, unfortunately. Yeah, druids are going to be great. So many classes to pick from. There's a new one that I really like, Circle of Spores. One of our players is going to be playing it in our new campaign, and that is a 100% homemade homebrew campaign that Mr. Faust and another one of our party members really worked on tirelessly. We're very much all looking forward to it. Oh, you can't pick up the yellow block. Alright, so we don't have freezing just yet. I gotta watch my sanity. I'm probably draining sanity like crazy right now. Back out here again. Spending a lot of time in here though. And it just threw, I think. Let's see. What do we have for cursed item? I don't even think I saw a cursed item yet. Oh, monkey paw, that's right. Wait, where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay. For some reason it didn't... I gotta move my camera back too. Alright, motion sensor. Let's get an idea where this thing's at. We haven't gotten any evidence yet. I think I want to get another camera. I think I want to change the weather too, do sunrise instead of whatever we're doing right now, instead of this fog. It's throwing a lot of stuff. Hasn't really done a multi-throw though. No EMF 5s. We know it's not a mare. We know it's not a wraith. It hasn't written in the book. We know it's not a Goryo because it keeps roaming. Oh, come on. Give us dots. I don't see orbs. I think we can roll out orbs. Although we did that. Tried to do that last time and it bit us in the butt. Or 2 hunts ago, I should say. Switch to other cam. Yeah, I'm not seeing orbs. So I think we can safely rule those out. Don't know about dots. I think we can rule out freezing. We haven't gotten that yet, but... You know what? It could be the twins. It is throwing a ton of stuff. Yeah, I think we might have some twins action going on here. Alright. That would make sense. Oh, it just killed the breaker. Or the generator, whatever you want to call it. The thing that produces power. Let's get the campfire lit. There we go. Everybody likes a nice campfire, right? Let's go get the monkey paw, get this switched over to sunrise. I wish for sunrise. I wish... There we go. Nice. Oh, that was a stinking ghost event. You stinky ghost. Our number one enemy in this camp, the gate. Alright, come on. Give us a hunt. Well, it's going to be a little while. What is our sanity at? I didn't even look. I know we got to be getting low. Oh, yeah, we're at 10%. But the way this thing's throwing stuff, I'd be very surprised with anything other than twins. The Ojin would be fun, but they don't usually throw this much stuff. Pony's definitely a possibility as well. We're gonna have to watch the blinks. Not thinking shade. It's too active when we're around. Come on. Are you a spirit? Like, are you not? I should have timed it. They did such a great job on that campfire, didn't they? Looks really nice. Oh, you stinky ghost. Leave the breaker alone. We need to see you. We need to roll out Uni. Or do a ghost ball event. That'd be great, too. Oh, here we go. We turned off? No. We didn't even look for a hiding spot yet. Ooh, she's a speedy girl. Moroi. Oh yeah, that's a Moroi. Yippee yippa, undally, undally, yeehaw, yeehaw. What? The boot didn't count? What do you mean the boot didn't count? Ah, stinking Moroi. Yeah, when you're getting all the evidences, they tend to get pretty quick. That's why I like when we're doing the live stream, I like to do the professional.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Alright, what time is it? Oh, it's 8:30. Okay. Let's see here. We've been streaming for what? Almost 2 hours. $1.59. Yeah, I got a couple more hunts than me if you guys want. Ooh, level 59. Woohoo. Oh, yeah. I was really thinking twins, but that was just a little bit too fast for twins. And then I remembered, wait, we're at like 10% sanity, so... Yeah, that Moroi is going to be quick. Although, it's really weird. Did you notice... Like, it ran... It's almost like it ran out of stamina. Did you see that? It, like, ran up to, like, the end of the picnic tables and, like, slowed down. And... Like, I thought for a second there, I was like, is this a Deogen? But I'm like, nah, it's a little bit too far for a Deogen. And all of a sudden, like, it just took off sprinting again. That was the weirdest... The weirdest thing. Do. Well, you know what? Let's go back to Edgefield. We died at it. No, we didn't. Did we? No, we got the ghost wrong. We actually haven't died tonight, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so ready up. Let's go.
Alright, we're here.
229.
Equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
I was at 227 when I
Here seems to be linked to a
started the
test
stream.
Go and take a closer
Holy
look.
smokes.
It will help your investigation.
That is absolutely awesome. Thank you guys. We've been stuck at 221 for like 220 and 221 like the entire month. It is absolutely great to see the channel starting to grow again. I have to admit I was getting a little bit discouraged there for a second. And not that I was going to stop posting videos or doing streams or anything, because I love doing this stuff, you know, and it's not about gaining a bunch of subscribers. That's not what I'm doing this for. Figured I'm playing these games anyways. You know, I love the live streams because I love the interaction. Like I said before, I would love to go to a full... I died? Oh, yeah, well... Okay, yeah, I died on Willow Street as a technicality. Alright, Crucifix, Parabolic, and Firelight. No, I would love to go to an all live stream channel. That would be like my long-term goal. Like to not record videos and just do live streams. But unfortunately with my work and schedule, it's an impossibility. So... Oh, that was a big noise. Where'd that come from? Oh, we got the mirror again. Always nice. Ooh, that cup. Are we here in the hallway? We are. Ooh, I like a good hallway ghost. But yeah, I would love to be able to live stream on Twitch all day, post like the good clips and stuff to YouTube, and do all that, but it's going to take time. Oh, a little bit more explanation? Yeah, sure. That is absolutely doable. I try not to get massively technical, just because there's already a bunch of YouTubers and stuff that... Oh wow, that was quick. That go over the technical stuff. And I just don't want to constantly repeat something somebody else is talking about all the time, you know what I mean? But no, I can definitely do that. What was that? That was... Did you touch the same door? No. That was definitely somewhere else. I just heard it touch another door. This one. Is this the twins? I do that a lot too. I'll be like, oh, I'm thinking twins, and oh, EMF 5. And nope, it's not, but like the next ghost. You know, the next ghost was twins. No, I will definitely try to do a much better job of explaining why I think a ghost is not this or that. That's a very valid piece of constructive criticism. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's sticking in the hallway, but it's playing with a bunch of stuff. It hit the bathroom door and then immediately went and did the master bedroom. And there's another EMF 5. So we need to bring salt with us. That says for Wraith. I want to grab a glow stick for fingerprints, and I haven't been doing spirit box because I don't want to be like, "Are you here? How old are you?" You know, that type of stuff when Mr. Faust is with us. Like I said, I would really like to find another game to play while we're talking with Mr. Faust. Something that doesn't require as much as my concentration. Oh, we have fingies. Okay. Ultraviolet. Well, I got rid of Wraith. Well, we can still see if it's going down the hallway. Spirit box is still a thing. Nope. No. We have ghost writing. It's a myling. That's right. Okay. Did we find the bone yet? I don't believe we have. So let's go look for the bone. We know we have a myling. Because I forgot to mark down... Oh, right there's the bone. Okay. Prevent the hunt, paranormal sound, and firelight. Well, that's easy enough. Especially with the mirror, we can get the hunt. Let's grab a crucifix. Actually, let's grab 2 of them because it's going back and forth that hallway. Nah, it's a myling. It's my gym instructor. I actually like my gym instructors. I used to wrestle and stuff in school, so always had a good relationship with my... Oh wait, it's a myling, so we're gonna get whispers real quick. Because mylings have a higher chance of giving us whispers. Oh, making us run around the house. Well, it was just weird because it touched that door and then immediately went back and hit the master bedroom. And I have noticed that ghosts that are in this blue room right here have a tendency to interact with stuff in the master bedroom as well. Speaking of which, is that what's going on here? Did they move? No. But yeah, they have a tendency to roam from this room to that back room. I guess because it must share a wall or something. And yeah, they'll throw shoes and all kinds of stuff in the master bedroom. And I've seen them already when they're in the master bedroom. They're opening the closet doors here in the blue room. That's a good one. Make me run around the house. That they were. You know, one thing we haven't had to do this stream yet either is sing the Bone song. Like, the Bones have all been, like, right out front. Like, here I am. And as a myling, this thing is not giving us anything on the parabolic. Like, come on. You're supposed to give us whispers. Come on. Give me whispers or give me death. I don't know. We need to go get a lighter as well so we can set up some candles. Let me go do that real quick. You know what's really funny? That song has been stuck in my head for like the last 3 days. I don't even know why. It doesn't really make much sense. Oh, blah. Go away. That's not the sound I want to hear in the parabolic. Come on, whisper to me. I am not singing Careless Whisper on stream, okay? You don't want to listen to me. You guys heard me sing. The Bone Song's about as far as I go. I tell you what we'll do. When we finally get to 500 subscribers, okay, and we're able to offer like the memberships and stuff like that, if you get a membership, I'll sing a song on stream. How's that for a compromise? But I'm telling you now, it's that would be your hardship, not mine. Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you from Pittsburgh? My mother's whole side of the family's from Pittsburgh. Oh boy. Okay. Are we good? Yes. Why are you turning? Why are you turning that shower on? Now you're just being a pain in the booty. Oh, Michigan. Okay, Michigan and North Carolina. Good barbecue sauce. All right, we just need... Oh, there we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. All right, all objectives complete. Okay. Yeah, Pittsburgh's only a short 6 hours from me. We have a local shop around here called 6 Feet Under, and they are absolutely fantastic. They have probably one of the best dice selection that I've ever seen.
Welcome back. I've prepared
The
some jobs for you.
people who run it are absolutely spectacular. They moved locations, and their new store is absolutely amazing. I mean, the selection of miniatures they have, I mean, we're talking rows and rows and rows of miniatures. And not just for Dungeons and Dragons either. They have them for pretty much all of your like tabletop games where you'd be using a miniature. And dice sets for pretty much everything that uses dice as well. They have stuff there. They have a set of dice that's like, what was it, like 500 or almost $1,000. They're platinum, white gold, diamond encrusted dice. They call them engagement dice. So instead of buying an engagement ring, you buy these dice. Yeah, I guess it would be a little closer than it would be for you. Let's see here. North Carolina. I think that's a good 8 hours or so up to Pennsylvania. 8, maybe 9 hours. I could be wrong. I have relatives that... I know, that's what my wife said. She's like, engagement dice? I'm like, I can kind of see it. You know what I mean? I have 2 friends of mine, they got married. And I could totally see them buying each other these engagement dice. I mean, I would be too scared to roll them, honestly. It's just insane to me. I mean, they're gorgeous, don't get me wrong. I would love a set. But they have some ones that are also made out of like rare minerals and different stones that are like in the $100 range, $150, $200 range. It is just... holy smokes. I mean, the ones that I like are these really like spiky dice. And they were like $47 for a set. I mean, I can get them on different like places like Etsy and stuff like that for a little bit cheaper. But to support a store like that, plus just to get there and see all these different dice and the miniatures, just everything is awesome in my opinion. You know, it's worth paying an extra, you know, $5 or $6 to walk out of a store with them in hand, knowing that you can use them that night instead of ordering them and then it takes like 2 or 3 weeks for them to come in. I'm not a very patient person sometimes. It's something I'm definitely working on this year. All right, so parabolic, capture a photo, and motion sensor. We have not been having any luck getting photos of these ghosts. These dice. Roll a 1 one more time, I'm divorcing you. Oh my god. That... oh. Will you marry me? I don't know. Let me see. It's a DC 10. And you didn't bring me roses, so we're rolling with disadvantage. Oh. That's good. I like that. If these dice roll 1, I'm going to divorce you. Hey, look at that. Exactly. And I love this game. I really do, because I love Dungeons and Dragons because you never know who plays. Like, I've talked to people from all different backgrounds. From all different lifestyles. And it is surprising some of the people that have said that they play Dungeons and Dragons. Like, people you would never think in a million years would even pick up a set of dice are like, oh yeah, we run a campaign every, like, you know, twice a month, or wait, did we go down while we were in here? No. I know, I saw it too. I'm thinking entryway. Yep. I thought I heard a light switch, that's why I went upstairs. Well, I guess it's not a mare. Would have turned the light off by now, right? And there's a lot of celebrities that play Dungeons and Dragons too. That's one thing I would love to do. Is sit down with a bunch of celebrities. I mean, honestly, like, one of my... This is a hunt. Or is it? Oh my... No, it's not. Okay, so we're not freezing just yet. I didn't even get a chance to really look for orbs yet. Yeah, no orbs. Did something somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what you touched, so I'm not going to take a picture of it just yet. Tell you what, let's go get some salt and get a UV. No, I didn't see that. Oh wow, can you imagine playing with Jack Black? That guy would be a nut. Oh wow. But I would love to play with, like, Insum. You know, if I ever had the opportunity to play with Insum, like, that would make my year. Like, he's the man who inspired me to buy this game, to you know, to do the streaming, all that kind of fun stuff. I would absolutely love to play Phasmophobia with Insum. Maybe one of these days I'll get big enough to do that. Where did I... Oh, there it is. Derp. Okay, so that's just 2. Are we freezing? Yes, we are. Alright, anything on the parabolic yet? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go check that out. We got dots. Oh, a Yuri or an Oni. Okay. So what are we looking for? All right. Wow, they really did buff that a little bit, didn't they? Oh, come on. The tier 2 headset, I mean. Okay. Yeah, because even like, oh, what's the big wrestler's name? John Cena. Like, he plays D&D, you know? It's gotta be an Oni. Because I don't see ghost orbs anywhere. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that out, because I'm a massive Jack Black fan. Yeah, I subscribe to quite a few different D&D or D&D groups on my personal channel. We didn't see the cursed item yet, did we? We got the bone. I know. Oh, there's the dots again. Okay. Come on, give me whispers. Never gonna hunt again. Guilty feeling got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend, to waste this hunt that I've been given. But I'm never gonna hunt again the way I hunt with you. There we go. That's what we've been waiting for. Now give us dots again. I want to get a picture of you. We need what? 1, 2. We need 3 more photos. And you've gone to doing absolutely nothing. But you're definitely still right here. Yep. Oh, wow, that's still freezing. Come on. Give us dots again. I want to get a photo of you. Aha! Gotcha! Oh, you know, it's funny. We do. I love the guy who does the Phasmophobia shorts. And he addresses stuff like that. Like leaves start blowing in, like wild animals are like running about. Like the guy sitting in the truck, like, hey, what's taking so long? And he hears the entire group getting wiped from a hunt. You know, the ghosts. Oh, motion sensor. Why haven't we been doing that? No, we're bringing another. I don't think we need this anymore. Bring in some more salt for photos. Oh yeah, his stuff is absolutely hysterical. Oops. Keep burying me. What did you just... I don't even know where to put this thing. Like... me go grab some more of these and place them around. Yeah, it's I forget what this channel name is, but it's absolutely hysterical. Did we get it? Aha, we got it. All right, so one more check for ghost orbs. No more orbs of ghost. So it's got to be EMF 5. Yeah, I know. Blinky blinkies. And close the door so the squirrels don't get in. Yeah, I'll need to check that out. Alright, so... Oh! We're missing 2 still. Oof. Okay, we're at, what, 83%. Thought I had all the photos, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh! There we go. Alright, now we got the perfect game. Come on, Oni. Yeah, there we go.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
All right, I'll say there was no orbs anywhere to be seen, so I was going to get mad if there was. All right, we're not going to level up from that. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, Michelle Rodriguez. That's the lady who plays the barbarian, and is in all the Fast and Furious movies. Great actress, really great actress. Let's see here. Yeah. I heard rumors that she played her and Vin Diesel. So, all right, give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I just got to go take care of something real quick. Alrighty. Thank you all for your patience. Let's see here. We played all the small maps. We haven't done Sunny Meadows in like forever. But I really don't want to spend that much more time. I got about maybe one more hunt. And then I got to call it a night. Oh, wow, it's 9 o'clock. Actually, you know what? Unfortunately, I'm going to call it now. Maple Lodge. All right. Twisted my arm into it. But, yeah, great map. This rework
We've arrived. Check the equipment
is really
and
nice.
set up before investigating. New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
All right, repel, crucifix, and cleanse. Okay. So stop the hunt and then get hunted. Alrighty. Looks like we got a hiding spot there, maybe. Is this the ghost room, or is everything this cold? Oh, it's snowing, so everything's going to be cold. No, it was a failed Constitution save. I couldn't say no. Uh-oh. Where is the breaker? Or the generator? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've never had it over here. Yeah, not a bad idea if we have the monkey paw, but I don't know this map very well. So like I'm not really sure where all the cursed items actually are. Oh, look at that. We actually found the bone. Holy smokes. Huh. Well, I know we don't have summoning circle, because summoning circle is usually like right there. Yeah, but these campsite maps, like, it's so hard to go off temperature. Such a great cabin. I mean, too bad it's only like one bedroom technically. But like I could totally see myself living in a place like this once I retire. Kids are out of the house. You know, Dad, can I move back home? Sorry, don't have any room for you. Yeah, that was tough on Camp Woodwind. It really was. See, that's the thing. Everything's cold. And we need EMF. Like, and I'm not hearing anything. Like, I haven't heard... Oh! Wait, no, we turned these on. That's right, we did. Are we in the visitor center, maybe? Get lucky. No, I don't think we're in the visitor center. Oh, I heard that. I saw that move too. Oh, EMF 5. Oh, it played with the teddy bear. Okay. You're here. Okay. Awesome. Don't move a muscle. This week's weekly challenge looks fun. I look forward to doing that. Yeah, I'll record that like Wednesday night and put it out Thursday. Oh! Hi, Slendy! Slenderman's here. He's saying hello. Good to see you. There we go. Get him on camera. See him a little better. The ghost version of muscle. Would almost have to be like telekinesis or something. Or telekinetics. Now, are you this whole area, or... This is going to be tough. Especially for dots. I might have to set up a couple cameras. Yeah, because now you're over here. Let's go grab some ultraviolet. I'm going to turn this out. Hopefully we can get it to walk through the dots while it's on camera. Let's see here. Let's grab some salt, a UV. I'll grab spirit box. Hey, little pooper, what's going on, bud? Nice, man. Yeah, it takes a good ear, a little bit of practice. And, I mean, you can't tell every ghost like that, unfortunately. Okay. No ultraviolet. We have ghost ready. Well, that's some interesting doodles. EMF level 5, ghost writing, cross out ultraviolet. Oh, spirit or shade. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Spirit box would be spirit. Shade is... Oh, of course. Shade's freezing. How do you get freezing when everything's freezing? You're thinking shade? I mean, I can see what you're saying. Oh, I guess I used it all. Oh, Baki. Oh, Baki hiding its fingerprints, but... I guess we could try Spirit Box. Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? How old are you?
Death.
Oh, it's a spirit. Okay. Yeah. What did you throw? You're throwing beer bottles around now. Alright, one more picture and we got a perfect hunt. Yeah, I got a spirit box response. It's a spirit. Alright. Come on, Mr. Spirit. One more picture and we're out of here. Well, actually, are we? So what do we need here? We need repel. Oh, prevent the hunt, repel the hunt. This game doesn't know what it wants us to do. Alright, we need to look for the cursed item. Do we have, what, voodoo dolls over here, right? No, it's not hunting yet. No, our sanity's actually doing pretty good. We did a really good job of controlling it in this hunt. Yeah, we're at 75%. Yeah, doing the whole crucifix thing's gonna be tough. Oh, wow. We've gained quite a few followers during the stream. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. It means more than you. It means a lot to me that you subscribe or even just watching and having fun. Right now. Like seriously, I never really thought I would have this many subscribers, let alone people that come to every stream and comment on every video and things of that nature. It's just awesome. Really, ew, it's all squishy there. YouTube's probably one of the best and hardest and things I've ever done. Yeah, no worries, man. Oops, we didn't want to throw our lighter in the fire. We just wanted to get the nice toasty warm fire going. Well, that's okay. Just make 1,000 alternate accounts and subscribe. Is he getting closer? Oh no, it's just the way my monitor works. I really like the no evidence videos that I've been doing. I think those have been a ton of fun. I'm going to get a better flashlight to look around. Especially being at 67% sanity. The no sanity runs I've been doing have been a ton of fun for me. Like, it's really been challenging trying to get some of these ghosts. And I know I don't get every single one of them. And I never really expected to either. But I've been it has really been a lot of fun. And hopefully you guys like the videos too. It's just kind of weird because YouTube hasn't been recommending my videos. Not nearly as much as it did when I first started. Like, I have one video that has like well over 1,000 views. What are you doing over here? Was that a ghost event or is that hunting? Like, what in the heck were you doing over here? Oh, hello. That's alright, drain my sanity a little bit. Is the mirror in here? The mirror would be awesome. I would love the mirror. Is that the mirror? It is, I think, right? No? No, it's not. Okay. I don't really play this map all that much, so I don't know it very well. Let's see here. I don't think anything that spawns over here does it. Now my smudge is wet. It'll be alright. Now you're listening to the radio. I can't find the cursed item anywhere. Well, then again, I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know where they all spawn. I know something spawns in here, but I don't know exactly what it is. Another spawns out here on the tables. Yeah. Oh, I need to check out on the docks. Let's go take a look. It's playing with a lot of stuff. We can't go up on the roof, can we? That'd be nice. That would be fun. Just run up there, get away from the ghost. Turn the lights off. Well, I mean, we'll just have to stand in the dark for a little bit, honestly. That'll get her sanity down. Because we just need to prevent the hunt and then smudge it while it's chasing us. And survive. Is there anything that spawns? Oh yeah, the monkey paw spawns out here, doesn't it? Hey, Jason, what's going on? And there's the new map that's coming out. The new whatchamacallit? Lighthouse. There we go. There we go. The old goldfish memory there was taking a little bit to kick in. That's true. It's repel and then cleanse the area. I wouldn't mind surviving. Unless I find tarot cards and get a another whatchamacallit, guardian angel card. Did we prevent the... Oh, we must have prevented the hunt. We did. Ooh, it tried to hunt. It's a very spooky. It's a very spooky ghost. You see? It's doing spooky things. It's alright. We're in hunting range now. I don't need to worry about it. We have our perfect photos. We only had to get a few that were for salt. Which crucifix did he use? Oh, that one. Oh. I think I just heard it. Between the bathrooms. I've already checked there. I mean, we're fine. We're within hunting range. I mean, obviously. That's all I wanted to curse Titan for, was to get within hunting range. I mean, we're good on photos. We don't need it for that. I would like you to try to hunt again. I think that would be a ton of fun. Come on, you can do it. I know I got the crucifixes down, but there's enough area there you can find. Oh, that's the one you actually found. We need to have a plan of attack. Where are we going to hide? Looks like those tents are all taken. Ooh. You stepped in the salt. You... Oh. No? You're just blinking lights. Come on. You tried hunting me once. You can do it again. Oh, here we go. Here you are. Ew, behind in the yucky porty potty. Well, it's a long hunt. Ew. Yucky. Once again, the biggest enemy on the map is the gate. Alright, bye, Slendy. See you later, Slendy. Alright, that should have counted. Yes, it did. Awesome possum. We're good. We don't have any more items. We got all of our photos. We definitely know it's a spirit. Awesome.
Back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
We even found that bone pretty easy. I was kind of surprised about that. Oh, and look at that. We even got a daily. Play a medium map, 150 bucks. All right. Yeah. Ooh. Tier 3 dots. Woohoo. And 600 bucks. Yeah, we kind of needed that. All right, tier 3 dots. Let's upgrade. $3,000. I think we can afford it. What's next here? That's what, 60... 62 is the tripod. Although we haven't really had the ghost like knocking the camera over a lot. Obviously they've tried, but the first time around, man, it was just like had a lot of trouble trying to keep the camera on its tripod. That's one thing I'm looking forward to too, is the tier 3 camera. So let's see here. We got the lighter, we have the EMF meter, the dots, the spirit box. We need the video cam. That's next level. Awesome. And then after that is the tripod. Tier 3 for that is 85. We'll get there soon enough. 77. 79. Tier 3 candle's good. I like the lantern. That's really nice. Obviously 90 for that. Okay. We got some things to look forward to. Obviously we're not going to be using the tier 3 thermal. Although I think it's really interesting how they're going to be changing. They're nerfing the tier 1 to be like flaky, like the digital ones. So it's not going to read like one temperature and stay there. It's going to fluctuate. Yeah, definitely, man. I'll have to I'll check that out. And then they're swapping tier 1 and tier 2 with the glow sticks. So the the glow stick's going to be tier 2, and the tier 2 flashlight is going to be the tier 1. I think that's interesting how they're going to be doing that. Hopefully they're leaving the other stuff alone, but we're going to see. They're doing a whole rework of the store, all that kind of stuff, and I'm interested to see what happens, because apparently they're making it so it's not going to be so linear. So like you reach this level, you unlock this thing. I don't know how they're going to do it as far as levels, but like once you reach a certain level, I would assume you're going to unlock like 3 things, and you have to choose what you're going to unlock. Yeah, I can see. I can see how that would be good. how that'd be good as well. Personally, I think unlocking all of the tier 1 equipment is a little unnecessary. You know, I don't think they should give it to you, but I think it should all be available up front. Like when you have the money to get the tier 1 equipment, you can buy it. And then as you progress in levels, you start unlocking tier 2, tier 3, things of that nature, and then you can upgrade your equipment. I still think the prestige needs work, like a better reward than a badge. You know, slightly more sprint, a longer sprint. You know, that type of stuff. And it doesn't need to be massive. You know, 2%, 5%, things of that nature. Sure, it's nothing like massive up front, but when you start getting into, you know, prestige 10, and now you actually have like a 10% boost in sprint, or a 15% or a 20% boost in sprint, where you can sprint for a longer time, that I think will be definitely good. I don't believe it'd be a good idea for us to get faster than the Ghost. Like, don't make us like as fast as a Revenant or a Moroi or, you know, things of that nature. Because then that just takes the challenge out of the game. Okay, I can definitely see that argument. So if they remove the level restrictions and let you unlock things whenever you have the money, it makes your choices a lot more worthwhile. Like if you want to spend all your money on getting just the lanterns, you can do that straight away. I could definitely understand that. But like if it was me, I'd spend my money on the tier 3 spirit box, the tier 3 salt, tier 2 headset, tier 2 parabolic, tier 3 camera, tier 3 crucifix. Now, you can make the tier 3 equipment very expensive. That would be a way of limiting people starting out with extremely high-end equipment right off the bat. You know, you want to buy a tier 3 crucifix? Well, guess what? That's going to cost you $10,000 to buy a crucifix. Now, once it's bought, you don't have to rebuy it. I think we need to go back to that old system. You know, because right now that's a consumable item. So it gets used, I got to buy it back. Now, a crucifix is not expensive right now because they're charging you for the tier 1 crucifix. And then you pay for the upgrade to go to level 2, and then you pay for the upgrade to go to level 3. So making your initial purchase much higher for the tier 3 stuff, I guess, yeah, that would definitely make sense. Make that like $10,000. The tier 3 spirit box would be like $5,000. You know, tier 3 equipment would be $5,000. Tier 2 equipment would be like maybe $1,000, and like your tier 1 stuff would be around like $200 to $500. Ooh. I like that idea. What if they changed the coding so the ghost was more likely to target you if you're at higher levels? I like that idea. The only way I could see that backfiring is if it is a banshee. Unless the banshee ignored the level thing, which they probably could do. Because that's one of the fun things with Banshee is Banshee Roulette. You know, who hasn't played Banshee Roulette? Where you stand in a line and you see who it kills. And then you don't play it on Nightmare, so it just squad wipes and everyone looks at each other and goes, what happened? Oh, I forgot to change it to professional. Don't ask me how I know that. The thing about that is you have to make the Banshee pick random. Otherwise, you're going to know right away. You know what I mean? Like, you could have one guy in the truck, one guy super high level, one guy super low sanity, and... all right, who's it going after? You know, is it going after the higher level guy, or is it going after the lower sanity guy? You see what I mean? It'd be too easy to pick out the Banshee. Now, hopefully, by the time you're getting a hunt, you have an idea of at least, you know, 2, maybe 3 different ghosts it could be. But I think the Banshee pick being random, I think, is probably the better way to go. But again, that's only that one ghost. But, you know, anyways, I like the idea. I think we can go with it. I still like your idea. At least I think it was your idea with the junkyard map. I think a junkyard map would be amazing. Banshee targeted me on the high school, and I had my teammates act like paparazzi in the hallways. That is absolutely awesome. And that's the fun thing you can do with the Banshee, because everybody else is safe. Like, you can walk through the ghost, you can touch the ghost, you can do everything to the ghost if you're not the target, and it's not going to kill you. Yeah, no, that is absolutely fantastic. And I can imagine, like, with tier 3 cameras, as fast as you can click photos with that thing. And then what you do is you put a bunch of the tier 2 or even tier 1 motion sensors down the hallway, so as it's walking through, like, the motion sensors are going off and acting as, you know, flashlights or the camera flashes. I could totally see that happening. Oh, that might have been I forget his name right now. If I saw it, I know it. But yeah, no, I like the idea of a junkyard map. I really like the idea. My idea was like one of those old, like a Bates Motel type of thing. Like, you have this little motel. It's out in the middle of the desert. It's just a single light out in the parking lot. The whole thing is like gated off with chain link fence. It's starting to run down. Like, 2 of the rooms, like the wall between the rooms, have collapsed, so now it's one big room. You know, you have like 3 little rooms and then like the 2 big rooms, or you could even do it like 6 rooms, like 3 on top of the other 3, and then like maybe like a little convenience store with like a little 2-pump gas station, and like an auto mechanic garage. And like, the ghost can either be in the convenience store, the garage, the hotel rooms, or, like, if you really want to make it challenging, like even out in the parking lot. What if they did like 2 for 1, kind of like Maple Lodge, but it's a shady motel next to a gas station? Oh. I just have this picture in my head of yeah, just you're walking in through this like gate and the chain link fence, like prison, you know, and you just have this like convenience store with the auto mechanic shop in the back. You have the you know, the parking lot, which has a couple of like rundown broken cars and like a 3 or even like a 4-room motel. And yeah, I really like that idea. I really hope they add some ghosts here soon. We definitely have room in the evidence for ghosts. Yeah, like right there. Ultraviolet freezing dots. That can be, right now there's no ghost that uses that evidence. So there's one. Yeah, okay, right there's another one. There's another one. There's definitely room on the roster for more ghosts. Interested to see what they do, because like if you watched any of my This Is a Ghost, or even Little Pooper's This Is a Ghost, they have a ton of ghosts right now. How many ghosts do they have right now with This Is a Ghost? It's got to be pretty stinking close to. I know it's more than Phasmo. It's more than 20. Because we got what, 1, 2, 3, that's 6, 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. So 24. It's probably about the same as Phasmo then. Hey, Tiger. Welcome back, buddy. Nah, man, I get it. I get it. You working those rotating shifts, man. Ooh. That's the worst. Oh, yeah, we were just having a little bit of a conversation about some ideas for the new equipment. Like all the equipment's available up front, and you got to pick what you want to buy and what tier. I kind of like that idea. The only way I can see balancing that would be to make the tier 3 stuff like really expensive. Oof. Yeah, dude, you got to take care of yourself at work. Like I've stopped like trying to kill myself. You know what I mean? If something's too dangerous to do, then I either find a safe way to do it or I get help. I refuse to put myself in jeopardy because, well, let me put it this way. My job will be listed on Indeed before they call my wife to tell her something happened. It's not worth a lifetime of pain for a few dollars in the boss's pocket. Okay, well, all right, so you're saying you buy the tier 1 stuff and then you can upgrade tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 at any time as long as you have the money. Okay. I see. No, it's all right, Alex. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Yeah, my biggest problem is I have bad knees, not only because of being a heavier guy, but wrestling definitely did not help in my younger years. Twisted knees, twisted ankles, did not help the the old joints. That and kneeling on concrete for the last 20 plus years without wearing knee pads. Wear your knee pads. If you work on your knees, I don't care what you do on your knees, wear your knee pads. So, alrighty, folks. Well, hey, it was a lot of fun tonight. I had an awesome amount of fun with talking with Mr. Faust about the Clerics. Join us next week. We are going to be talking about Druids. And Druids is my second favorite class. In fact, I think I might even like them a little bit better than the Clerics. So if you like D&D and you like Phasmophobia, join us every Tuesday. We're starting at anywhere from... We'll probably start at 6:30 again next week, next Tuesday. Just because, again, with just like the Clerics, there's a lot to go over with Druids. Not only do you have your subclasses, but you also have your wild shape and all that kind of fun stuff. So, you know, it was a lot of fun, guys. Love talking to you. Live stream is like one of my favorite things to do. And, you know, I really want to get to doing it more. You know, obviously Thursday night, I'm going to be doing my live stream, my normal live stream. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. And we're just going to kind of go until like 9:30. I'm hoping I can do a Saturday again. That was a tremendous amount of fun being able to do a Saturday with you guys. We had a bunch of new people in. That was great. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I know Tiger and Typort both have subscribed. You guys are awesome. Alex, if you haven't subscribed, please do so if you're still watching. We actually gained... Whew. Let's take a look at the final count here. We are at 230 subscribers. That is awesome. When I started this stream, we were at 226. Thank you, Alex, man. You are awesome. But I need you guys to do 3 little things for me, and I think you know what they are. I need you to tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and shout it from the rooftops. Like, comment, and subscribe to Blast 338. You guys have a great time. It has been absolutely amazing. I love live streaming. I love the interaction. Let's keep it up on Thursday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with the next video. Peace.